The Appearance of the Risen Jesus to All the Apostles by B.B. Warfield. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. 1 Corinthians 15:7. The reasons that are assigned by the commentators, for example by Meyer, for taking the all of verse 8 as masculine and referring it back to the apostles of verse 7 seem decisive. But if Paul says here, then to all the apostles, last of all of them, however, to me, two corollaries appear to follow. 1. The last of all is subordinate to, not coordinate with, the epitha of verse 7, and thus the chain epitha, eschaton, panton is broken, and the argument from it that the apostle is giving a chronological list of the appearances of Jesus fails. The series of epitha would be appropriate in any enumeration on any scheme. Compare chapter 12, verse 28. 2. The appearance of Jesus to Paul is contained in the appearance to all the apostles of verse 7, and thus a suspicion is raised that verse 7 is not intended to assert an appearance to the apostles collectively, but rather an appearance to them distributively. Not one appearance to 12 men, but 12 appearances massed together in a single statement. Do the other contextual hints support so unexpected a result? The position of the pasin in verse 7 is certainly in its favor. Compare 1 Corinthians 7 verse 17, Romans 12:4, chapter 16 verse 16, Jelf's Grammar, section 454.1. The confusing change from the τους δώδεκα of verse 5 to the τους apostolus of verse 7, which has troubled the commentators, would be thus explained. The strong declaration of the apostle that the appearance to the 500, ephapax, was a single appearance is explained. And finally, the repetition of the pasin of verse 7 in the panton of verse 8, and of the apostolus in the apostolon of verse 9, and the ekinu of verse 11, all favor the distributive sense of pasin. If such an understanding of the passage be deemed the legitimate one, we learn thus incidentally of several appearances of the risen Jesus not elsewhere recorded. Compare Acts 1:3, and a new point is given to such a passage as 1 Corinthians 9:1. Did each apostle receive then a special and personal visitation from the risen Lord?